Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the semifinals or semifinals here of the Korean StarCraft League, the KSL week number 81. As we have found ourselves mid-series in the ace match. Game 1 and Game 2, they occurred off screen. They occurred when we were covering our own semifinals, the upper semis between Hero and Creator. But now we're jumping in mid-series into the ace match. We're here to find out who will face off against Hero in the finals. Will it be a Protoss? Will it be a Terran? Will it be a PvP or PvT finals? We're here to find out. As spawning in the right-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the South Green Protoss for Virtus Pro. It is Classic. A Team Virtus Pro, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the South Green Terran player, we have the Red Terran for Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. Here we go, and if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. Gamba time, baby. You can place your bets on who you think will win this game, who you think will take this series. Best of luck in the chat as we're tied up 1-1. The game we just missed out on was on Pylon. It was a 23 minutes-ish, like 23 minute game on Pylon. Did go the distance between both ByuN and Classic. Was very intense, very high intensity, high octane, and of course a late game, which is what ByuN is known for. If you know anything about ByuN, he's the most macro Terran player out there in TvP. He is the least likely to go for all-ins, and the most likely to go into faster third and faster fourth bases to embrace the mid and late game. Of course, because of this, ByuN, he has received some criticism just because he is more of a passive player, a little bit more passive, a little bit more defensive, to really embrace that longer later stage of the game. And he has been struggling quite a bit, especially on the newest patch. As you can imagine, especially in the latest patch here, with the changes and with the viability here of Colossus, with the changes to Storm, ByuN has been having a harder time, but we'll see if that's applicable here. Of course, we just had a hotfix, which tells me that the Ghost now has extra HP, so now can be a little bit more robust against Colossus heavy compositions. Likewise, Storm now does reduced damage as well. So once again, it was already punishing players that much less for standing in storms and giving them more time to get out without taking too much critical damage. Now even more so. So again, it is less punishing, and you can micro against it, especially at the highest level of play. Terran players can now more freely avoid damage from said storm. But what I'm most curious by is the Ghost, is whether the HP bonus, the HP buff, is enough. That's what I'm curious by. For now, Twilight Council open out of Classic. Does open up Twilight Council. ByuN going for the 1-1-1. Clash is just trying to apply pressure, trying to delay the expansion. ByuN, his own CC is floating on over, already done, already undisturbed. And so far, ByuN is just getting into his mid game, getting up to 2 bases. Patch was going to be landing. ByuN ideally wants to bait the army into the Widowmine shot, but I believe Classic is aware. And here comes the probe. The probe moves in, and the Widowmine shot is baited. Ooh, Widowmine shot is baited. Widowmine goes down. And Stalkers, they can bully back the Marines. Gets one. One Marine goes down, gets a second Marine as well, not bad. And Classic, he rushes into a third base, very greedy here, going 2-gate blink into a third, but again, this is more viable on Tokamak. Last time we saw a Protoss on this map was Creator, where he had gone for a Stargate opener. Here, not quite a Stargate, still going Twilight Council, but still being quite greedy and going for the faster third. Going to be zoned away. ByuN at least scouts. He's aware of the faster third. He's aware of the timing. And behind this, ByuN is getting to a zone 3-1-1, and we should soon be seeing a third command center out of ByuN as well. As I mentioned before, ByuN, he's the least likely to commit to all-in, so we're expecting a CC. And now building up his tanks. Getting into his eBay. As Classic bypasses the main army. Nice movement out of Classic, gets into the main. Okay, he threads the needle. And he's going for Stim. No shot. Stim is going to be denied. Ay, ay, ay. There's no backup at Tech Lab here on the Raxes. There's a recall back home and a very nice snipe here from Classic. As does force him to be restarted. There's that third command center out of ByuN. And Classic so far having a very comfortable start. Oh, going for the medevac. Very nice. Takes down the medevac, takes down the tank as well. Ay, ay, ay. Nice retargeting out of Classic. If he had gone for the tank initially, it would have been lifted and shots would have been wasted. Would have wasted those shots. Oh, the Raven does do quite a bit across the map. That's going to be 6 probe kills to the 1 Raven. That's quite a lot of economic damage. So ByuN gets a lot done. So does Classic. Observer gets spotted. Despite that, Marines are still going down. Classic just being so assertive with these Stalkers. Ooh, does not get the tank. And behind this, here come the reinforcements that he's going for it. Prism is on the way. Again, we just lost a tank. ByuN, he just split out a tank. 11 Marines. Stim is delayed. So this position is very weak. It's very vulnerable. And ByuN has to hold on to it to save the third. Uh-oh. And this could just be game. This could just be game. Classic is going for it. Shows the mine shot. Widow mine shot does not connect. Tank goes down. And the third is broken. Yeah, he breaks through the third base. Thankfully, the third base does finish. If he had hit like 3 seconds sooner, this base would not have finished. Would have been cancelled. That would have been huge. I mean, the base is still taking a lot of hits, still taking a lot of damage. Oh no, it's on fire! It does catch fire, and the base survives. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Oh, the base goes down. That's a kill on the CC. Ay, ay, ay. That is brutal. That should not have happened. That's going to be 9 SCVs going down, and oh, good. ByuN is going to be forced all in. Oh, Classic overextends. Ah, never mind. Never mind. He's got plenty of Zealot reinforcements. He rallies in. He rallies in. Punishing ByuN's greed. Force fields the ram, zones him away. And now just going for the add-ons. Yeah, going for the add-ons. Reactors going down. Base down the army. And ByuN cannot keep up. He cannot keep up. Not like this. GG gets called, and Classic, he'll run away with the series. He'll claim it 2-1, eliminating ByuN from the tournament. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, hyper aggression out of Classic. ByuN, he was not aware that Classic was committing as hard as he was, pushing across the map, and ByuN bled out a lot of units here. And again, it was 11 Marines. 11 Marines, the tank and Stim was denied. He had a very weak position. Despite that, he was getting a CC on location. Winding it back a little bit here, it is much more common, very standard even, for a Terran player to get their CC in their main. To get it in the main base, then to float it over. ByuN, because he had a rough start, he felt pressured to cut corners, which is why he got on the low ground, which is why he had to fight on the low ground as well. He had to fight at his third base, so he took a worse fight trying to defend an expansion that he failed to hold on to, as he did lose that third base. GG. GG, well played. In the end, Classic did snowball out of control. Classic did claim it, and now we have our grand finals. It's going to be a best of 5 between Classic and Hero. Let's go. Do need a moment to set things up. Un momento. As vetoes are underway. But a very intense game, very intense. And Classic just had no chill. No chill, Pappy, no chill. Calm down, Classic, calm down. But for now, we are going to be going on a break, so we'll see you guys soon after the break with those grand finals. We'll see you soon once the vetoes are done. It'll be a couple of minutes. Take this time to get some snacks, get some food, get some water, drain your disruptors, massage your Marines, and hydrate all of your Hydras as we get ready for those finals. See you soon.